Yeah, I can hear him slightly. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I got you on loudspeaker.
That's fine. That's fine. That's good.
Yeah, I can hear him now clearly. Yeah.
Okay, he can hear you clearly now, John. It's okay.
Okay, great. So,
I'm just going to share my screen with you now, John, and
right. Yeah.
you see my screen, John?
I can. Yeah.
Is it big enough? The screen print, big enough?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So what is it you wanted to go through, John?
Okay. Basically, I wanted some basic questions. Just say, for example, those four companies that we met, or how many there were on Sunday, Adrian.
Yeah.
And they come into the company. What's the starting point would be, I believe our angels give them some money to help with the future flotation. I think Tony mentioned between 200 grand and 500 grand. Would that be right?
Yeah, I think he did mention those figures. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's to me, I try and keep it very simple when trying to explain this to prospects. I class it as a Dragon's Den situation.
Yeah. Okay. So it's much of. So the shares for that company, what do they do? Do the shares they give them 200,000, so they get how many shares, and then those shares are in the back office? Is that basic situation I wanted to know?
Yeah. Vital Angels take a stake, say in Fantrack, for example, is one of the companies, isn't it? Fantrack.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Vital Angels have obviously done a deal with Fantrack, saying, yeah, we will help. We're going to help you take you to the stock market. Because I'm assuming Fantrack haven't got enough money to do that themselves, and they probably haven't got the knowledge to do that.
Yeah.
So obviously the guys behind Vital Angels have already taken, I think, 200 companies to the stock market before Vital Angels, between them. So obviously they got the knowledge of taking these companies to the stock market. So for that knowledge that they've got and experience, they obviously want a stake, don't they, in Fantrack. They want an interest in the company.
So the shares in the back office for Fantrack, how many are there available to sell, and how are they there?
That's a good question. I'm not sure exactly how many shares there are there, but if we go into
if we go into Fantrack first of all, then possibly.
Yeah, say for example, Vital Angels have agreed to take. It could be anywhere, I suppose, between from between 5 and 20% stake in the company. I'm not sure what shareholding, what's sort of shareholding we got, but it could be anywhere between 5 and 20%. So if Vital Angels say own between 5 and 20% of Fantrack,
yeah,
and then so say Vital Angels got 20% shareholding, out of that 20% of Vital Angels own, they keep 20% of that themselves, and they allocate 80% out to the likes of me and you as members.
Yeah.
So if that makes sense. So
yeah.
So basically, Vital Angels keep 20% of the stock themselves, and they allocate 80% of the Fantrack stock out to the likes of me and you, whenever need be. You know, we get shares on it every Wednesday, don't we?
So they give those 80% out to the Vital Angels in exchange for the various levels that everyone pay into as subscriptions.
Correct. Yeah, if you pay in as a gold member or a platinum member, for example, if you look at the membership levels here on my screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware of those different levels and how much they go. It's just the basics in terms of the starting point. So how many shares are on the market for Fantrack now in the back office? Can we look into Fantrack and?
Okay. Right. Obviously, I'm assuming. Like I said, I'm no expert on this regards to floating the company, but I'm assuming every company has some kind of value at one point, and then they decide to release some shares, don't they? So I'm assuming in the shares, if they release 200,000 shares at £1 each, and that's £200,000 worth of share value, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's how it all works on behind the scenes. But looking at the trading activities here now of Fantrack, Looking at this year, it looks like it all started off on the, well, it's going back here to the let me buy. It looks like Fantrack's been trading since sometime. The graph here, the pink graph, is shown sometime in July, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it looks like the price in July was around about 60 pence, 59 pence.
Yeah.
But to find out how many shares are at the moment in this particular example, it's all these shares here. These are the people trying to sell the shares on the right-hand side. Do you understand this bit?
They're the people that wanting to sell there.
Yeah. So on the right-hand side here, for example, we got 130 shares here. If I click the show button here,
Yeah.
that brings that down. There's 130 shares here for sale at 59 pence each.
Right.
If I hide that button, so that's those people are trying to sell for 59 pence each. There's 350 trades here. Look at 60 pence each. If I click that, so there's all these people here. The total there's 351. So there's one person trying to sell 10 shares at 60 pence. There's another person trying to sell 50 of his shares for 60 pence. There's another person trying to sell 20 of his shares for 60 pence.
Someone down below in yellow, 109,000.
Yeah, this is quite new. It's only happening. This is what they call apparently these are outside people or index people apparently. So this is quite relatively new.
And they want to sell 109,000. Is it 109 or 1 million? Is it?
Let me have you know, yeah, I gotta be honest with you, John. I'm not gonna be able to answer this question because this is really, really new. It might be worth me giving Gerwyn a ring on this now. I'll see if I can bring Gerwyn into the call on this now.
Okay.
This is all to do with index outside buyers. Let me just see if I can ring Gerwyn because this has only happened, funny enough, over the weekend.
We'll put that down in a second.
Yeah. Let me just try and ring him while we're on the phone anyway.
Okay. Okay.
We that go in the background.
Okay.
Yeah, and on the left-hand side are obviously the buy offers, isn't they?
Yeah.
So these are people that want to put an offer in to buy the shares. Right. Hi, Gerwyn.
Hello.
Gerwyn. Gerwyn.
Yeah.
I got a three-way call going, Gerwyn. I got Manish on the line. Manish, can you hear Gerwyn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also got John Hibbs. John is not on the phone. Gary's on my computer. So
Hi, Gerwyn.
Yeah, you know if you can. Yeah. Basically, I'm not sure if you've been in Fantrack recently, Gerwyn. I've got a few minutes there, but there's these yellow lines that appear on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
That's something to do with index buying. Is that right?
No, the company offers.
Or company offers?
Yeah. If anybody as long as you're at the Ruby or above level, right?
Ruby or above level, right?
Right. Then anybody who takes one of those offers up,
Right.
the sponsor will receive 11% commission.
So these are the special company offers where the sponsor will receive 11% commission if they sell shares through a company offer. Is that right?
In shares, yeah. I got somebody sponsor yesterday. I had 150 contract shares as commission for what this guy bought.
Right, so this, just as an example, in this yellow line, it's got 1,099,057 shares for sale at 65 pence. Is that right? So the question from John is, why is somebody trying to sell so many shares at 65 pence to a certain degree?
The company offers, if we actually click on them.
The company offers, right? So they're not trying to sell them, they are actually company offers, right? I've clicked on that yellow line, yeah.
Their company offers. If you click on it and say buy, then it'll give you the list in there. This is a company offer. Please read the terms and conditions.
Right, so if I click buy here myself now and buy 100 shares at 65 pence, which comes to £65, why would I want to do that when I can get them for 59 pence below anyway?
Above.
I've only just found out about this on the webinar 25 minutes ago, so I'm still looking at myself.
Right.
I said this was only introduced 2 days ago.
Yeah, I said to John this is relatively new, yeah.
So it's new. So I stopped. I just got the flux of it at 2 o'clock. We just got off a webinar and then we
So basically, if I click buy you now, who am I buying these from? Companies? Oh, I'm buying direct from Fantrack.
Yeah, you're not buying them off a member.
But if I buy these on Fantrack, then you will get 11% commission, is that right?
I'll get 11% commission, yeah. Thanks, Adrian.
Yeah. But back to that question what I just asked then, why would I pay 65 for them when I can get them for 59 further down?
Right, that's why I'm still reading. If you go in there and it says read the terms and conditions, I'm now in the process of reading the terms and conditions so I can find out and put this out on the webinar later.
This is an investment offer created by the company, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Where's the terms and conditions?
Well, it says that you've got to read terms and conditions. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, first of all.
No, there's no click button for saying read terms and conditions. I'm on that page now. There's nothing there saying read.
Read what it says, because like I said, I only had a quick look myself.
Well, I'm reading it now as we speak. This is an investment offer created by the company. Please take your time to read the memorandum prospectus available for download at the company information page. So you've got to go back to the company information page to before accepting the offer, basically, then?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, but yeah, okay, but back to what I was just saying. What's the point of paying 65 when they are 59? It doesn't make sense in that, is it?
Well, you know, the way that like I said, I'm still not up to speed on it yet. I need to reading on it first.
Get some more information first, Adrian.
20 minutes ago with me, so please bear with me on this one.
Okay, can you come? We got a bit of a hang-up going here now, so we'll be on here for the next 20 minutes anyway. I would have thought. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Is this special offer only on Fantrack at the moment, or is it on other ones as well?
No, it's on IB Connect as well.
Let me just check the other one, IB Connect as well.
And one thing, other thing which happened on Monday as well, when Tony was in the meeting with the broker, is that Orogenics has merged with Fantrack.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah, well, that was a bit of a shock. But why would a property company merge with a social media app company?
Well, because it's just pulling in more revenue. It's just that it gives the stock a better price, that's all.
Yeah, there's a load of buy offers on the IB Connect as well. That's at £3.41 when you can buy them at £3.07 anyway. So again.
Yeah, like I said, let me read up on this, right?
And
then we can have the facts on. So I'll get in touch with Anders and so we can get facts and I'll get back to you.
Okay, and while you're on as well, if you can work on those logos for my business card and also for the roll-up banner, because I'm on stop now in regards to marketing and those things.
Yeah, I've already been in touch with Alicia Don, and she's in New York at the moment, so I'm going to try and get her to drop boxes to me, okay? Yeah,
because the ones on the website are like a few kilobytes, and they go out, they get blurred, you know, once you put them on paperwork.
Yeah. So Alicia's got it, so I'll get a drop box.
Okay then, cheers, Gerwyn. Give me a ring back any news and yeah.
I'll go back in as soon as I find it.
Okay then, cheers. Goodbye. Right, as you heard then,
yeah,
that's, as I said, this is completely new news within the last 24 hours, so we can't even answer those questions yet. Is that early?
Okay, no worries.
So where were we?
But one thing that I don't get, Adrian,
Yeah.
if you go to that one there, IB Connect again.
IB Connect, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now they're offering the stock at 341, yeah?
Well, these stock at 341 are some kind of special company offer promotions, yeah? Carry on, yeah?
Okay, and the value of the share at the moment is 2441.
You mean on the left-hand side here, the buy part?
Yeah.
The graph is 241, isn't it? The graph at the moment is 240.
Yeah, that means the graph is showing 2.44. What the graph is basically, I think that means the last person who bought a share paid 2.441 for it.
Oh, so this ain't a real life thing of the company then?
No, this is amongst members. The last person bought a share there. This is member to member. Like, for example, if I can put a buy off, I'll just demonstrate a buy off for you. On the left, the actual share price. The strike price on this share apparently has a value of 3.41. See it here, strike price?
Yeah.
So for some reason, this strike price is given from the very first day of trading when I think IB Connect came on around about I think it came onto the system a few weeks ago onto the platform. So this strike price is 341. What you'll find is the shares normally creep up to this strike price and sometimes go over the strike price, depending on supply and demand. But then at the right-hand side here, people are trying to sell shares at 3.07. But on the left-hand side, people are trying to buy shares at 2.40. They put an offers in. So there may be some people. If I want to see these buy offers here at £2.40, if you click that there, I can actually sell some of my shares to this guy if I want. He's prepared to pay £2.40 for these shares, right?
Well, but you wouldn't, would it? Because if you paid 341 for it, why would you do that?
Well, no, that's not right, because I actually paid £1 a share for IB Connect when I joined.
Okay.
When I bought IB Connect shares, they were actually £1 a share.
Okay, yeah.
And now they £2.40 a share. I could actually click sell here and more than double my money. I can get 150% return on my money if I click sell by you.
So basically, it's just buying and selling between members, aren't you?
Exactly. This is a crowdfunding platform. It's not the real stock market platform yet because the company hasn't floated. So we are just trading amongst members at the moment and making money amongst members depending on supply and demand.
Okay.
But what I normally do here to play around with and make money is like there's one person here prepared to pay. He's prepared to buy 100 shares at £2.40 each. So he's prepared to spend £240 of his own money. The next one down, there's a person who's prepared to buy 15 shares at £2.25 each. He's prepared to spend £33. So all these are buy offers here. Look, and if I want to buy some of these shares myself, I don't know if you've done this. I just click add offer. I can see somebody's prepared to pay £2.40. So what I would do now, I'll say I want to buy one share at £2.41. I'll overbid him. So I'll go into the company, click buy, click IB Connect, I'll click one share, and I'll put in here 2.41. So I'm going to outbid this guy just to buy one share. I'll click buy, and there's my share. It's gone green at the top. So that green bar is my share. See, I'm at the top now. I'm prepared to buy one share at £2.41. So if somebody's prepared to sell me that share now at £2.41, I'll go into my back office. If I go into my back office here anyway, I'll show all the shares I got. These are Connect IB here, and I've got 90 shares in Connect IB at a value of £216.
Yeah.
So all I'm doing is acquiring and accumulating shares and building my portfolio. As you can see, I got 160 shares in Aerial Drone. I got 814 in Athabasca. I got 37,000 in Orogenics. I got nearly 500,000 in Trig. So, and if I click on holdings here, this gives me my portfolio account. Basically, it's been in three currencies here. We're in SEK, which is Swedish kronans, or kronins as they call it, I think. We've got this, obviously the pound and the euro. So this is my total amount of money and my value of my shares at the moment. 111,000 SEK is around about 11,000 euros. And I've got about 8,000 euros there. So 11 and 8, that's 19,000, and I got nearly 2,000 pounds. So I don't know, what's that, about 21,000 euros? So my portfolio of shares is around 21,000 euros at the moment. But my plan is to get this up to at least 100,000 euros as my first target. And as you know, Gerwyn's sitting at around 300,000 euros, but he's been in the business for 2 years. But obviously he's been in at the start, which was a lot harder. But most of his has come in the last 10 months since the members have grown. There was only 800 members last November, and now we're up to 5,000 plus. So well, there's no reason why I can't achieve what Gerwyn's achieved in 2 years in half the time.
That's true, yeah. Easily achievable.
Yeah. So any more questions on that, John, or what do you want to go back to?
That's a help situation there. You know, as I say, it all comes down to in terms of the starting point. I didn't know how many shares you start off with, and the shares in the back office, they're only there as a result of the buying and selling between what you start with. Like you mentioned, you bought iConnect at £1. Was it £1 when they first started?
Yeah.
How many shares would there be then? When you recall how many there were available when you first saw that?
Well, that's a good point. But what I would do is something like that. If you click, this is Athabasca, for example, which seems to be doing quite well. What I would do is actually ring the company. if you look at the resources here, you've got the telephone number of the CEO of Athabasca Limited.
Yeah.
Actually, this guy wasn't there on the weekend last Sunday, but he was there 3 months ago at the last VA event.
Yeah.
He gave a brilliant presentation. I've got to be honest, I forget his name, and his name's not actually on here for some reason. That's strange, but anyway, give this number a ring here and just speak to him, and he's... Yeah, funny enough, Athabasca is actually based in Cardiff, which is quite strange. But this company, you could ring this company and he will let you know how many shares was actually allocated to VA from day one, or you could put a support ticket in, I suppose, and ask them.
Yeah.
That's one way of doing it. But if you look at these Athabasca shares as an example, I bought loads of these shares in. I bought shares in Athabasca at 50 pence at one time. Here they are here, see, back in September. See the share price? Well, Gerwyn's ringing me back. Hold on, he's ringing me back. Hold on. All right, Gerwyn? Yeah, we're still on the call. Yeah, fire away.
Right, okay, I've just got into Andrews, right, and basically the program is put these on, and he shouldn't have done it just until the details come out about it, but the bottom line is anybody who buys those shares is going to get a special offer. Right?
Well, when they buy the shares at that higher amount?
Yeah, they'll get a special offer, they call options.
Right, they get a special offer called options.
There's going to be options on it as well.
So when they pay the for example, IB Connect is £3.41, which is higher than the actual sell offer of 3.07. So what you're saying is you pay higher the price, but you get a better deal.
We get a better deal, yeah. All right, well, let's wait for this to come out on the newsletter later on.
Well, there's a newsletter coming out later on, is there?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to. We should have done it this morning, but he's just come back.
Yeah. What's the name of the guy, the owner of Athabasca? Do you remember his name?
Julian Hamilton Barnes.
That's the one, yeah. Julian Hamilton Barnes. I was just saying to John now and Manish, if they look at the prospectus, it gives the telephone number of the guy on there, and he's based in Cardiff, isn't he? Or the company is. He's in Canada at the moment, but anyone can ring Julian and just talk about the company in general, couldn't they? Yeah. Yeah, but what John was asking was how do you work out how many shares basically were allocated into Vital Angels from Athabasca? How was that number worked out from the first day? It's a bit of, you know what I mean? How do you have? Obviously
they took a certain percentage of the company, which I think Julian said at the first meeting was something like 5%. Right?
Yeah, so Vital Angels took a 5% stake in Athabasca then, basically. Is that right? Yeah. And then they work out. Yeah. And then they work out a valuation on the company at the time, don't they? And then they allocate shares at an agreed price, don't they? That's what they do, more or less.
Correct, yeah. If there was 100 million shares, then Vital Angels would get 5 million if it's at 5%, and those 5 million and then divided between the VA members.
Yeah, I know. All right, then, Gerwyn, that's just 2 seconds. John, have you got any questions for Gerwyn while he's on the phone? Any complicated situations or?
No, it's just a matter of going through that, to be honest with you, and it's good to understand the situation there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
If you remember, when they mentioned that they were going to start giving company offers a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I remember the company. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the company offers. Yeah.
When they said they would be a commission of 11%, well, this is the beginning of it.
This is the beginning of the company offers sort of setup then.
Yeah. 2 months ago, if I remember, they were probably longer than that ago, but 2 months ago when they said they were going to start doing this.
Yeah, but that 11% that you said commission then, doesn't that work down the 5 levels as well? Spread out?
It does, it's spread out between 5 levels, so it works in the same.
I don't think you. If I bought those shares now on the company off, I don't think you would get 11%. I think you get 5%, and it's spread.
I had 100 contract shares yesterday. He was somebody in there, but it doesn't say how much they actually put in. It just says the money you have that line of just make an investment in contract, and you received I think 254 and 58.
So those shares are basically coming straight from the company then, aren't they? Straight from the company itself. All right then, that's great. Hmm.
Right, by the company put an offer in, it means that there's more shares coming into the system.
Yeah. And if you want to,
More percentage of company shares.
yeah, and if you want to work out how many shares are actually available now as we speak for sale, you just look at the sell offers and add them all up, add all those columns up, didn't you?
Correct,
Yeah. All right then. I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, ta-ra. Bye. Ta-ra, bye. Right, yeah.
Just one question. So just referring to Trig then, Adrian.
Yeah.
Just prior to the float on the 18th of September, whatever date it was, how the price it floated at was 0.4. Was it 0.4 cents? 0.4 SEK? And my question is what it floated at in comparison to what it was on the actual back office that the people were exchanging, buying and selling shares. So how close was the reality of the actual compared to the back office?
Apparently, we're not going to know until the 10th, which is the 10th of October. It's tomorrow, in 2 days' time. Apparently, we'll know because there's two Trig Medias. It's a bit confusing. There's a Trig Media Group and Trig Media Social.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of confusion over this, but after the 10th of October, we'll know exact. For example, how many Trig shares have you got? Have you got any Trig shares?
Yeah.
How many have you got?
From memory of 1,000 or 8,000. Can't remember now. To be honest with you.
What box have you clicked on this box on the screen here? Which one have you clicked? Have you declined? Have you accepted or?
I haven't done any of it.
Right. Because.
Should we have done that?
Well, I haven't yet, but most people have clicked decline because basically then all the shares, the 8,000 shares you've got, will then basically stay in the Viral Angels back office. Again, we should have asked this to Gerwyn while he was on the call, but because this does get quite complex. Some people are deciding we either sell the shares, and which you click, I accept to sell my TMG shares there, see?
Yeah.
So what that means is that they would sell you at 8,000 shares, and more or less around, and I'm not 100% sure on this, more or less around the strike price, which is 0.40.
Okay.
So if you had the shares at, most of my shares are bought at 9 SEK.
0.9.
Yeah, well, 9 SEK, which is just under 1 cent.
Yeah.
And the flotation, the 40 SEKs are on about 4 or 5 cents. So most people have had over 500% return on their money. Depends on how much do you actually pay for those shares, do you remember?
2
cents.
2 point something.
Yeah. So the worst, you may get more. The worst scenario apparently is after the 10th of October, you're going to get 4 or 5 cents.
Right.
The worst scenario.
Go into your back office now. What's the value of buying and selling now?
What's the what?
What's the buying and selling of Trig shares now?
Right. This has got no relevance to the actual share price, but I think they're around maybe around about 0.19. I think they are. There they go. Yeah. But you wouldn't sell your shares now in Trig anyway. Looking at this,
No.
they
So
dropped back a bit.
where's the graph? There we are. So what's the value?
The shares are just look at the buy offer there, 0.17, 0.2 what?
2.33. That's the last one. 2.33.
0.23, yeah. But this has got no relevance as such to the real stock market price. But this will follow Trig Media Social. Trig Social Media actually floated at around €3. The actual company itself.
Right.
But apparently, Trig Media Group, which is here, owns 75% of Trig Social Media. It's a bit complicated, and I got to be honest, I don't fully understand it. But at the end of the day, on the 10th of October, in 2 days' time, isn't it? This will all be cleared up, and.
So who owns this Trig Media Group?
Viral Angels.
Good information of the CEO. What do you say?
Say again, Manish?
You know when you click on it, you have the company details.
Yeah.
And it says and where it's based and.
Yeah, there we go. See, the CEO is Tony Norman. It's the same guy.
Yeah.
The thing with Trig Media is it's a completely different sort of animal compared to all the rest of them. And Trig Media has been around for 2 years in the making. And it's completely different to the likes of Athabasca Fan Track. Athabasca Fan Track are on their own. You know, they're completely separate to Vital Angels. Those companies are completely separate. So what I'm doing, I got over 500,000. I got over 500,000 shares in Trig, as you can see over there, 499,000.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sell any of my shares for at least 6-12 months. I'm going to keep hold of them because I'm seeing potential in them as Trig Media grows. You know, I could agree to sell half of them and leave half in, but I don't want to do that. I want to build my portfolio at the moment. I want to get up to €100,000 portfolio. So I'm only on 20,000 at the moment. So there's no point in me trying to sell them, you know.
That's correct. Yeah.
But what I'm going to do, just think of a few more questions there. I mean, John, I'm going to bring Gerwyn back into this call because I wish you'd asked that question when he was on the call.
Regarding
the Trig, because you haven't made a decision. You haven't clicked any of those boxes yet, have you?
No, well, I haven't been given any advice from anybody else to what to do. To be honest with you, so
yeah, that's the problem. Because advice we can't.
You can't give advice now. I agree.
This is the problem we got. So. Yeah.
I'll have to ask Reg what's his now.
Sorry about this. I thought it was all sorted, but obviously, as soon as we put the phone down, John had another question to do with Trig. But anyway, we'll try and wrap this up once and for all now. John hasn't made a decision, obviously, on what box to click. He's got 8,000 Trig shares. And as we know, this is a delicate situation because there's some confusion to some degree. So we can't tell him what to do, whether to decline or not. But what he's asking is, what is the value of Trig shares? He's got 8,000 shares.
It should be 22 cents, right?
22 cents, not SEK, 22 cents.
22 cents.
Right.
Okay, but the way that they're doing it, it's quite interesting. When you understand this, it all makes sense. I know it looks really confusing as it was to me, but now I understand. You know, the way that they're going to do this from now on, like Tony was saying, is they're going to, with the brokers, if anybody wants to exit. Right, in other words, when a stock floats, if somebody wants to exit that stock rather than keeping the stock, then rather than individuals, and you can see it happening in the back office, the way that people try and undercut each other.
Yeah.
You know, so people are constantly, all right, I want to sell my shares quicker, so I'm going to drop them down a penny. All right, or I'm going to drop them down another penny. So in the end, you've seen it happen with Arabasca last week, because people in VA tend to make not logical decisions. Because they don't understand the stock market, they're making everything based on emotion. So as soon as they see that stock price going up, right, everybody's like, buy, and they shot the price up in the space of like 24 hours. Now what happened then was people thought, oh, right, okay, now they've gone up there, I'm going to sell. So people started putting them on at 249, and somebody thought, oh, I want to sell it quicker, I'm going to put them on 248, 247, and it went down quicker than it went up.
Yeah.
Now, over the past 10 months, I've seen it happen so much with Trig in the beginning. You know, when it was shooting up to 40, then he was dropping back down to 2. And I'm talking SEK. So that was a great plan for sort of people who knew what they were doing. You dump off at the high level and then you buy back down at the low level. But then eventually what happens is it steadied out.
Yeah. The question is here. What happens if, and I've got this same problem myself. What if nobody clicks? What if nobody makes a decision on those boxes? And I understand, I decline. What if you don't fill up those boxes until the 10th?
If they don't make a decision, everything will be left as it is.
If nobody makes a decision, even if they don't click I decline, all the shares will stay in the back office.
They'll be left where they are, yeah.
So what's the difference between doing it that way and clicking I decline? Then what's the difference?
No difference.
They needed 90% of the decisions before they actually made the move on this. Right? You know, they have to give people like 2 weeks each to make this decision, you know? But anyway, let me continue what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if you've seen what happened with the Arabasca shares, then what would have happened if everybody was allowed to sell their shares openly? Right? Is the same thing would have happened. It would have peaked and collapsed because people would have been emotionally trying to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So the way that they're doing it is that and this is going to be the exit strategy for everything from now on. If somebody wants to have an exit, all right, and then get out of the stock, then the company will sell it off as one big offer at the same price.
Right.
Okay? Which means that everybody will get the best price rather than the first one who start the ball rolling it backwards.
So
if
no.
you take the way I trade as an example, I bought a load of Alabasta and then tried to exit at 250. No, sorry, 255.
Yeah, because the Arthur started off at about 50 pence. They went up to 150, didn't they?
250.
No, sorry, yeah.
So I tried to exit at 255.
No, hang on. I'm on the Arthur graph now. 158 was the peak.
No, it went up to 258.
Did it?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, sorry, it went up to 252 because I tried to exit at £2.55. Now, I made a mistake. If I tried to exit at £2.50, I would have been able to get rid of 50% of my shares and then bought them all back when it halved again.
Why is the graph showing 1.58 as the peak then before it drops? 1.58.
That graph shows an average.
An average.
It shows an average, yeah. That's why if you have a look at the trick shares, then even though they're trading between 18 and 19, it shows an average of 26. Okay, and that's because they're taking obviously all the buyers at 0.37, which is a considerable amount of them as well, so it's averaging it, right?
Right.
Okay. So once again, because I missed the, I came in a little bit too confident. I wasn't able to sell. I wasn't able to offload, which is what I wanted to do. And then because then you can go and buy twice as many back when it drops back down to where it started, when it settled. You'll see this happening so many times.
Yeah.
You'll see it happen so many times. You know, I'm watching. I've got buy offers in at the moment for Orogenics. Okay, 0.04 because they're starting to go up, especially now this Snapchat thing has happened.
Yeah, they're on point. There's buy offers in for 5 now, 5 cents now.
Yeah, all buy offers in at 4. Okay, so I might have to change that and go and buy at 5 now.
Well, there's only one person looking to buy 1 share at 5 cents. All the rest are on 4 cents.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different. There's only when a load of them going at 5 is going to make a big difference. But anyway, going back to what you're saying about trade, you know, my opinion is that whatever they sell for outside, it's going to mirror it in the back office anyway. And with that, I got more control. And if you look at something like, you know, if you're going to swap into Trig Social, then my opinion is if I want to sell my shares in the back office, I can, and then I can go and buy Trig Social anyway. Which keeps me in control of my own shares.
Yeah. So when's the cut off? 10th of October, isn't it? 2 days time, isn't it?
It's the 10th.
So we'll know in 2 days time what our shares are worth. Is that right?
I don't know if it's going to be out on the first day, but the offer's going out on the 10th.
Right.
The offer for the outside purchasers.
Any more questions there, John? Or?
I just checked in the office. I've got 12,000 shares actually. So
you've got 12,000 Trig shares.
Do we make a decision? Do we make a decision to?
Hold on. Yeah, go on.
Sorry.
Yeah, does that answer your question, John? What were you saying? Say again.
Yeah. Do I have to make a decision on that letter as to whether we decide to decline or not, or do we just leave it?
Obviously we can't give advice, Kevin, as you know, but we all know that. But should he just leave it? Because I'm in the same position as well as John. Is it just best to leave it or click decline? Do you think?
It's up to you. Look, I've got a lot more shares than most people. Okay, because obviously I've been in this longer and I've done a lot of dealing and trading. You know, altogether between me and my wife, we've got 6.7 million of them.
Yeah.
Right. Now I decided to decline.
Yeah. Well, most people have. I think most people have declined, haven't they?
Yeah, and I don't believe I'm taking a risk with my shares. I think I'm doing the right thing, but that's what I think.
Right, I understand.
You know, I could have sold 25% of my shares off for 400 grand, right? Which, at the end of the day, why? Because if I go and do that, I'm going
Yeah.
Yeah, if you sell 25% of your shares, that's you've got £100,000 capital gains there, and you're only allowed 10,500 or something in your first year, isn't it?
Exactly. You know, so I'm playing this very carefully. And as you guys start moving up in 6, when you're in the same position with me in the 12-month time, will you be looking at exiting? Right? Because even if you know, with the fan track now, when that floats, I think it's just going to be awesome. But you've got to look at this from a different angle. If you start taking in real large quantities of money, then the fact is you're going to be able to pay 28% tax on it, because it's only taxable when they're sold, when the money comes to you.
Yeah, if you sell shares in the back office and just buy more shares, you're not paying tax then, are you?
That's correct. That's correct. You know, and I'm not a seller anyway. I'm in this for a long haul. If somebody does it, I know a guy last week, right, when he paid in a couple of months at the beginning of the year, right, and he paid in 89 euros, I think it was January, February, March, right, and he ended up with a big lump of tricks here, because that was when the large allocations were coming out. He just dumped them all for 700 quid. Yeah. Right, all of them, he put them at 0.19. And you know something, he's happy as a pig in shit.
Yeah.
Because according to him, like, you know, he paid in 200 euros or 240 euros, whatever it is, and he's just about 2.5 times his money back.
Yeah.
Now that's incredibly short-term thinking.
Well, perhaps his lifestyle has changed. Perhaps he's in debt. Perhaps he's got problems. You know, he needs to get money out.
He's got a successful landscape gardening business.
All right.
All right, like I said to him, he's still in VA now. He's re-signed up. But you'll never understand why people do what they do.
Yeah.
You'll never understand it. No, anybody who's been in VA since last August, as an example, at minimum, just on trick shares, tripled their money. Even if they were to go and dump them off now at the price they are.
Yeah. At the end of the day, people are looking for get-rich-quick schemes online, and this is certainly not one of them. This is a long-term savings plan, and I got no plans to do anything until I reach at least 100,000 euros of shares, you know?
Exactly, Adrian. That is exactly the right attitude to have, right? You know, I'm not in this for a couple of £100. Right, if I want a couple of £100, I'll go get a job in Tesla.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's not what I'm in VA for, and that's not what a lot of the long-term people have been in this for. Royal Angels is wealth creation. It's not a wage creator. It's a wealth creator, and you know, just looking at what this has done for me over the past 22 years, it's just I got to pinch myself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the only difference between me and somebody who's been there for 2 months is the length of time. There's nothing more. But because now Royal Angels is on such a fast track, with all these new companies coming on board, and you know the external broker taking care of it, and you know, everything like that, this is just going to speed up. It's going to speed up like crazy. Because the more money that he gets in, the more money he can invest. The more money he invests, the more shares he gets, which makes more of us wealthy. You know, and all we're doing is building momentum.
And you only need 4 key people in this business, you know, to build wealth. Only 4 key people, more or less.
Absolutely. Let me tell you a quick story, right? 3 years ago, I was invited to have a look at the fantastic business opportunity, which involved paying in a certain amount of money, right? They were asking me to put in $10,000, where all I had to do was click on a couple of adverts a day, and I would get a return of 2%, 2.1% every day.
Yeah.
It was called Right Can Ad Funds.
I know.
Right, 2 days ago, Richard Cannon, which is where Right Can comes from, Richard Cannon, got sentenced to 5 years in prison for it.
Yeah.
Right, because £22 million went missing.
Oh.
Okay, and the problem that we've got at the moment, I wouldn't say it's a problem. I consider myself re-educating people, because, like, with, you know, all the money that has been lost by people, you read some of the forums, I'd never touch anything online again. I'd never touch anything online again.
Well, most people have lost money. Most people have lost money online and made money, haven't they? Most people.
There's 95% loss That's the average. 95% of people will lose money online. Okay. Why do you think, I'm pretty heavy on this because, I've seen a lot of my friends, lose considerable amounts of money on some of these things out there. And it's just so great to be in some of the fire angels with a genuine management, a genuine company, right, which is creating money for all of us, not just the few people at the top.
Yeah.
Right, because the last person who comes into VA is still going to make money.
Yeah.
But they got to understand it's a long-term investment. It's not a quick scheme. When somebody said to me, what kind of daily return do I get on my shares? Trying to get somebody away from the fact it's not a revenue sharer. It's like trying to, honestly, it's incredible. You can't get through because of the way that their mindsets are.
Well, yeah, most people have been educated online by these so-called gurus, just saying you can earn daily interest on certain things, can't they?
That's right, but this doesn't work like that, Chris. Whereas when you consider fan track as an example, our exit strategy for quarter 2 of next year, our basket for the next month, right? I know they're a little bit delayed, but they're still going to float this year, right? So you're in a position now where you've got the company's going to have exit strategies for people who are in the business, right? So in other words, if they want to cash out, they can, right? But the point with this is all about timing. You've got to cash out at the right time. Just imagine, I was looking yesterday, right? BP shares are £450 each.
BP shares?
Yeah. Okay, when you consider, like, Arabasco has got a very large percentage of the 3rd largest oil field in the world. Where could that stock go? I mean, like I'm just put up on Sunday, and this has been flying around social media over the last couple of days. The unknown investor in Apple, right? There was a guy in 1976 who owned 10% of Apple, and he sold his stock for $500.
Yeah.
Right? If he kept them, they'd now be worth $16.8 billion. Billion.
Yeah.
How do you think he feels? Look at that guy from Swansea you introduced me to, Adrian. One thing that I don't get, when it's a major company like Athabasca,
Sorry?
it's a major company like Athabasca, and the amount of investment that Viral Angels are giving is only 250 to 500,000. That's absolutely nothing compared to the size of the company. Exactly. It's just like if I gave 500,000 to BP, let's just say, and I got one of my uncles to put 500,000 in BP, and they're issuing shares now, and then I'm giving the shares out to my members that are part of my network. But really, truly, why would someone like BP give Viral Angels a percentage of the business when Viral Angels, they worth absolutely nothing compared to what BP wouldn't have. BP wouldn't because it's an established company. But imagine when, I'm using BP as an example, right? But imagine like BP was a startup company in a new oil field, right? And they needed to generate revenue. Yeah. Right? Well, this is about new companies who are getting into the marketplace who need funding to actually to take your IPO and make it a big company, because all IPOs are really a fundraising anyway. It's a bit technical, because I do understand where you're coming from, Gavin, but coming from my background, I just think to myself, I think, hang on a minute, the amount of money that's been invested in the business is absolutely nothing, because if they're putting 250 to 500,000 into a business, that's not much of an investment, to be honest. Right, if you have a look online, right, type in Arabasca Resourcing Limited, right, and find the press release from last week on TXO, right?
Yeah, I've seen that. Say that again. I've seen that, was it?
And find the press release from last week. A very large oil investment company called TXO has taken a 20% stake in Arabasca.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah, what was the website he was on? Stockwire, wasn't it? Stock Market Wire.
I don't know. It's on this. It was in the Financial Times. It was on Yahoo Finance. It's everywhere. It's quite good. business. But how much for that stake? That's what my question is. You got to put this from a different perspective. Like if you, for instance, if you take something like the Dragon's Den, right? Peter, what was his name? Not Peter Lewis, Peter, whatever his name. Right?
Yeah.
He gets 50,000 quid to a guy named Levi Roach.
Yeah.
To help him set his business up.
The reggae guy, wasn't it?
Reggae source, right?
The source, yeah.
In a marketplace where, you know, it's saturated with sources, basically. Okay, that company today is worth hundreds of millions. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Right, so that 50 grand makes no sense a lot of money to invest in a company based around the American style force. Look what it's made those guys. Yeah. Because they developed the company. This isn't about, Violins wouldn't go and put money into, you know, an established company. That's not what it's about.
Yeah.
It's about funding startups. Yeah. Alright, and the reason why it's like this is because if you take the 13 or 14 companies that have already got, it's absolutely impossible if all of those companies are going to succeed. Yeah. They won't. Imagine if two of them, just two of them, go crazy. Yeah. How much money is that going to be for us? So this is like spreading your risk. Yeah. You know, and the fact is, when you've been in this for a while, you've seen the way that this developed over a period of time. I've seen the wealth that it's created, even to a degree for myself. Yeah. Right? Then, if people haven't got the patience, right? I'm a very patient person. I've waited for this. Yeah. Right? But you know, when you consider, work this out. If like 6 million trade shares, by the end of next year, are worth 50 cents. Yeah. How much money is that? Yeah. 3 million. It's 3 million pounds. 3 million euros. 2.5 million pounds. Yeah. Just think it was worth having the patience. Yeah, I know exactly for some, yeah. Yeah, so, of course, you know, the Violin Angels wouldn't take, you know, £1 million of members' money and then go and buy BP shares or Barclays shares or anything like that. Of course not. They're an already established company. The money is in new companies. I'm not right in saying that. The Athabasca in Canada, Athabasca Resources, was the same company. No, the Athabasca Resources Limited is named after the Athabasca River, which runs through Alberta. Yeah. Okay, so there's another one they call the Athabasca Oil Company. Yeah. Okay, so compare it. What I do is I look at other companies in the same sort of niche, right? And how are they doing? Yeah. All right, and you know, this oil field they've got up there, because Athabasca is such a new method of extracting the stuff. That's why it's been given a license from the government and everything. Because it's such a if you go on YouTube and have a look at the Athabasca open cut oil mining, they're digging it up with diggers. So if I can have the opportunity to buy shares in TXO, I should really, innit? Because if they've invested in Athabasca Resources Limited, yeah, obviously the company is doing really well because Viral Angels are investing. Yeah, but why would you actually go and buy shares in a company which has got shares in a company which we can buy direct? Yeah, but the reason why I don't understand is how come we don't own the company. They've only given a slight percentage to Viral Angels, haven't they? If you consider the value on oil companies, you know, where is it going to be? You know, imagine this company gets valued at £20 billion or whatever it is. You know, 5% of that is a lot of money. Yeah. You know, and the fact of things that, you know, what we're paying in is peanuts. Yeah. What the members are paying into this is peanuts. You know, if you take a gold membership is 68 quid or 70 quid. Yeah. You know, Dollar Angels members are not big-time investors. Right? This is just small amounts of money, which on past results has given a big return. Yeah. That answers the question. Yeah, I know the gist. I know the company. I know how the company is set up. I know basically what the company's aims are.
and I know what their objectives are as well, and I know the whole foundation of the company. I do know that. I know how it's set up and what it's doing and how it's doing it and the way that it's doing it and the way that it's actually. I know that. So exactly that, and I know exactly how the company's been set up. I can honestly tell you, I know exactly from the bottom to top what they're planning on, what they're doing, and what they're doing in that perspective. I'm just a little bit not skeptical, but it just makes me think that if they're investing only a certain amount of money in these small companies that are in the market, I know you mentioned the thing with Reggae about 50,000, putting it in, and they build that company up to a thing. But there was actually a product there. Like if you think about it, all the companies that have been shown up, they're all similar.
Exactly, but Viral Angels, it's people like myself, right, who've got no skill. Have you ever invested in the stock market yourself? Correct? Yeah. Right? Well, myself, I haven't got any skill in it. I wouldn't know what to do.
Okay.
I do prefer, and most of the members, right, would prefer just to pay their monthly membership fee and let the experts take care of it, which is what this does. Right? If somebody wants to learn the ins and outs of investing, right, then all they need to do is go and start doing it themselves.
Yeah.
If you're a successful trader?
Yeah, but I have good shares in good companies like Next, but yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a regular trader, but I do have investment portfolio. Yeah.
Yeah, which is great, but the vast majority of people never touch stocks because they wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know where to start, and certainly most people wouldn't know where to start on up and coming pre-IPO companies, because the only way you get to know about them is being in that sort of circle.
I had £10,000 of my money in Barclays Bank, and the shares dropped from 7.50 to 50 pence. I lost my money overnight. Where was my financial advisor to say, don't buy any shares in Barclays?
The thing is, like, people come into Viral Angels and then they try to learn how Viral Angels works. Quite frankly, the amount of money that they put into it, into other companies, the amount of shares that they got, I don't care. All I care is, am I getting value for my money? That's it. Am I getting a return on my money? The way that they do it is irrelevant, because the bottom line is, if you want to make Viral Angels a success, there's two ways you do it. You either build a network, or you get good at the trading, or both, right? Or you sit on it and wait.
Yeah, but the trading, they're going to stop letting you trade, aren't they?
Sorry, say again?
They're going to stop letting you trade, like putting a cap on what you want to do with the shares now, isn't it?
No.
They can still trade.
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
And in 2 months' time, will you still be able to trade?
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Okay.
Who's going to stop this?
Where do you get that information from? Because you have to stop trading.
No, where did you get that from?
No, the reason why I was saying that, I was just saying that, Adrian, because you know how they're saying that they don't want everyone to sell and buy at the same time. They're not going to be able to stop that as far as trading between members goes.
No.
Right? Because they say, oh, look how much my shares are worth. No, the shares are worth what the last person decided to pay for them was. The only time we will get a realistic value on the shares is when they go public. Electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's when we get a realistic value on the shares. The trick was a different entity for the rest of them, because it was an in-house business. Right, whereas the others are obviously external companies. Like, I'm excited about Fantrack, and certainly our Alaska.
Yeah.
But who knows where the rest of them are going to go? Okay.
Look at the
What level did you come in at? Sorry? What level did you come in at?
No, I've just got in at gold, to be honest. I've got in at gold.
The thing is, Manish, if you go on platinum, you got double the amount of shares, more or less, for only a small amount extra, €845 a month. You get a lot more value.
Manish, I'll give an example. Right? So somebody who's been paid in as a gold member for the last 12 months, which means they've paid in roughly €1,000, right?
Yep.
The current share portfolio is worth 3,800.
Okay, so that's good investment.
That's all you got to say, right? And the fact is, if somebody in the future, right, and you say, right, okay, a gold member, their shares are worth 3,800, their portfolio is worth 3,800. If it's a platinum member, obviously it's going to be twice as much as 2.5 times as much as that. So just look at what we're doing here, right? If I was an expert on what these conversations have been going on, I wouldn't be in our Angels. I'd be doing it myself.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Frankly, I don't want to.
No, of course not. No.
All right, because people say, "What do you think the stock price is going to be next week?" I'm thinking, "Oh, right, okay. Where's my crystal ball? How the hell do I know?"
Yeah.
None of us do. All we got to do is watch it, and if somebody's just happy sitting there with a membership and not doing anything, then great. Just like my father, my sister, my son, and my daughter.
I'll be honest, I'll probably be like your father, and I'll be honest, I'll just be putting money in and just leave it there, just like your father and your sister.
Yeah, absolutely. But now my sister has seen, the returns that she's got. Like, she's just upgraded herself. She said, well, if I made this much money just from my 89, what do I make if I pay 295? Right? So now my sister yesterday upgraded the Ruby.
Okay, yeah. I'll probably do the same after getting down as well.
Yeah, because that's the thing you got to understand. There's no point digging deep into the workings of how much the Arabasca's got in Viral Angels and all this kind of stuff. Who gives a shit? As long as we're going to get a return on our money, we don't need to know that.
Yeah, because I have pointed out to a few people, like few people in finance, as you probably know, Gerwyn, John's into finance. He's been in finance for the last 28 years, and he does pure trust planning of mitigation and taxation, and your capital gains tax, and that's to mitigate it by opening trusts and things which might come beneficial for you in the future. But the people that I speak to, when I talk to them about Viral Angel, they actually do a little bit of research on the company and what it does and everything like that, and then they want to see who the company is owned by and what it does, and when they come back to me, they just say to me that they say, listen, if I was you, I wasn't getting involved. And
are they financial advisors? Financial people?
Yeah.
Do you know one of the main problems with financial advisors is why they don't join?
Yeah.
Because they can't afford it.
Yeah, totally.
Nearly every financial advisor I know is broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know of any rich financial advisors, that's for sure.
Because people can say, I've done this, I'm investing in this, and I'm investing in that. So are you a millionaire yet? Right?
Yeah, because what they've been doing, they've just been going on Google and just writing like Viral Angels or just on the CEO or on the partner or whatever, and this is what's been reading a little bit and giving back negative feedback.
Well, that's just the internet for you, isn't it? You can read anything negative about anything or anybody. But then, if you've got one person who's got an opinion on something, I just had a guy in Australia as an example, right, who got kicked out of a company, okay, because he was just an absolute nuisance.
Yeah.
Right, and guess what? He was a lawyer, right? he got kicked out of the company. I don't think he's very happy, but the bottom line is, people like him, who I class as sociopaths, right, can't go out and down a computer screen like an abuse to people.
Yeah. But the thing is, for these people, they're coming back to me and saying, have you seen this? Have you seen this? And you say, obviously, I can turn a blind eye to it and say, look, the thing is, for myself, obviously, I'm investing at a very minimum level. So I'm ready to take that risk because obviously I've got belief, faith in the company and what it's doing, and I've been to a few events. But when they just look at it, it's just like they're just typing in, and it's not 1 or 2 articles, it's about 5, 10 articles that they keep pointing back to me. So it just makes the thing that, if I get a prospect in and someone that comes in and invests heavy, then what actually happens is, in any terms, is that if they just bite them in the things, they'll be like, I told you. And that's what fear that I have. That's me.
There's articles online, right, which basically, and one of them states, trig will never float, and pigs might fly, and all this kind of crap on there, right? They don't bother updating it.
Yeah, there was one it says about, there was one that had a full-length detail about the CEOs, both of them, in terms of Cook, and obviously I've met Teli on Sunday when I came, and it is a full-length detail about the history, about the previous trading, what they've actually done, and how they've done it, and what they've done in the previous companies, how they've come up with Viral Angels. There's actually a Gerwyn company and they've put it on the market or something along that line. It's a big article, to be honest.
It's written on a site called Behind MLM, which is completely negative to any type of marketing, to be honest. They've just done a negative write-up on our phone, which is a network marketing company which has been around for 30 years, saying it's a scam. So I mean, it's all done by one guy who's completely anonymous.
Okay. But that's what these guys are coming back. That's their feedback with me. Like I said, I'm like your sister. That you told your sister they had to put money in, they put it in, and that's it. I'm just sitting there on it. But basically, that's just. But I just still think that there might be some people that I can actually get to invest into this company.
Well, the way that I would say this to people, right, is the fact is, Philip Reed, okay, who was the chairman of our Angels, right, was once a big high flyer in Merrill Lynch. Yeah, okay, he's very, very well respected around the financial circles, around London, everything. So if somebody wants to choose to listen to an anonymous person writing a load of bullshit online, right, when the fact that the guy who was actually living in this financial multi-millionaire, okay. Type in Philip Reed, Merrill Lynch. He's our chairman.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do they want to listen to? Somebody who's a multi-millionaire financial person who's been involved in this sort of business all his life, right? Or an anonymous person on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Hold on. I think we just lost him, Gerwyn. 2 seconds. Yeah. He just went up. 2 seconds ago, he just went up. Hold on. Let me just bring him back in. Oh yeah. Philip Reed is massive credibility, isn't he, for Viral Angels? Hold on. Two seconds.
Person you are phoning can't take your call. We will set.
No, I just tried to call him back, Gerwyn. His phone is on answer machine. Probably his phone has died, probably. But, yeah,
I'm still here.
John's still listening in.
Yeah.
His phone's probably died. Yeah, Philip Reed. He's a massive credibility for Viral Angels, isn't he? Philip Reed.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Adrian and John, the one thing which I don't ever try and do in this is convince anybody. Right? They're either going to see this for what it is or they're not.
Yeah, I'm looking at that review now on Behind MLM about Arbonne. Yeah, it's incredible what this guy writes on Behind MLM, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Arbonne is a very well-respected MLM company, which has been going for 30 years, and he's now trying to say that it's a pyramid scheme.
Incredible.
Absolutely.
How is this guy making his money? Is he making his money from the adverts on this, probably? There's a lot of adverts on this website.
His website got shut down last week because of a court case running against him at the moment. But, he hides behind an anonymous name. Right, which is information from
I'm going to do a check on Alexa.com now, see how many hits he actually gets from where he is, like, you know. But anyway, yeah, his website's ranked 30. Well, saying that, if you look at the graph, can you see that graph, John?
Let me just check.
I got the Alexa rating up for BehindMLM.com, and it's peaked in April or May.
Yeah.
It's come right down now in October. It's really on a downer, this website is. Oh, look. Mm.
But that's at the end of the day up to him.
Yeah.
We can't control what people write online.
Mm.
Especially considering that I know the history of this company, and 99% of what he's written is complete rubbish.
Yeah.
Especially the bit about NY when it merged with OPN, it never did. Basically, a guy in one of the old guys in NY actually stole the database and moved it over into OPN.
Yeah.
And he was kicked out of the company, and that's why all that stuff written there is all written by him.
Mm.
A guy called Jan Eric Nyman lives in Spain.
Right.
So anything it's always personal grudges.
Yeah.
Like Tony said from the beginning, if people don't respect the company, they ain't staying in the company.
Mm. How can this company get away with putting these false reports on a website, isn't it? How can you get away with it?
Because basically the internet, and if you have a look at it, the website was shut down last week. You have to go that he completely threw it.
Mm.
And you got to go with another host.
Mm.
So,
oh well.
I don't worry about these certain things. The only one thing I'm worried about is the tax bill.
That's right. Yeah. That's the only thing we got to worry about is how much money we're going to pay in tax.
Yeah. I just paid $4.5 to a tax in London.
Mm.
Okay, to help you with my tax, like incorporating it into a company and things like that. But that's the biggest challenge you have in the future with this. If you get that, how would you get away with that? Right? Get to the thousands of pounds in tax.
Yeah.
But did Gerwyn say how you?
You have to pay what you've got to pay what you owe, right? But unfortunately, there are ways around it.
Sorry, John, what was you saying?
Was Gerwyn saying how do you avoid tax? Did he say?
Yeah, Gerwyn was saying how do you avoid tax? Well, not avoid tax, but reduce tax, I suppose.
Oh, I know how to.
Hmm?
I know how to.
Yeah, John was saying that's what John was just saying. That he specialises in some arrangements.
We've done our own last year, but in very brief, so you know, we just paid. It cost $7.5 to do each of us, but then you don't pay 4% tax. You pay 11%, and the scheme's been going 25 years, and HMRC are notified.
But you got to pay $7.5
You pay $7.5. So let's just say you earn $100,000. And the self-employed would pay 40% tax plus NIC. So you say you lose half of it, 50k, for example. You'd only pay $11,000 that year.
And that's perfectly legal from an HMRC point of view.
Perfectly legal. Been going 25 years. It's a remuneration trust, and we did ours last year. Sorry, this year, February. In the last tax year, March this year.
Right.
But it's been going 25 years, and I'm an introducer to that company. But we just done it purely just to mitigate the profits in the future. There is a charge each year, yes, to run the trust, and that's $2,100. But that's it. So once you pay your $7,100, then you just basically pay $2,100 each year. But that, as a percentage, is very low in comparison to 40-50% tax. And there's ways also going in terms of mitigating capital as well. So if you did want to take shares out and you want to mitigate that can be done as well. I haven't done that myself, but I'm sure there must be a way whereby you can prepare before the shares are taken out to avoid the tax. So if ever you want information, let me know.
All right then, that's great. So anyway, Gavin, if you get on, and I'll finish off with John here, and I'll catch you later.
Thanks for your help, Gerwyn, and all your comments.
We'll get the webinar later on, yeah. Okay.
Appreciate it. Cheers.
John, right?
Yeah, that's great. Adrian, thank you.
Yeah, it's a lot of information to take in here, as you can see, but
yeah, it's good to have a chat, though, generally between all of us, and it's good to get a good feel as to how you feel all about it, and the way it's going, and it is very positive. Yes, you do see some stuff on the net. I heard Teli commenting, obviously. I'll be honest, I've got a twin brother, Adrian, and he's totally against the online stuff, and he found something on the web regarding viral angels, which was negative. And it makes him think it could be a scam, But
what is your brother's? Excuse the expression. What is your brother sort of not so much achieved, but is he professional? What's he do? Is he?
He's basically been in print factoring all his life.
So he's been in a 9 till 5 situation all his life then.
Yeah, he has, but he's more or less retired because the company runs on, without him being, he's there 2 days a week maybe.
Mm.
We've got property, Spain and Malvern in Worcester, and he does about 2 or 3 days a week. He's only 6 figures, so he's done very, very well. But he's anti against the likes of scams. I suppose he's only being cautious from me because I have lost in the past online.
Mm.
So when he sees, he thinks, oh crikey, what now? As if to say, don't get involved anymore and don't get your fingers burnt anymore. But I feel differently towards it.
Differently, yeah. Most people online have lost money. I've lost money, and I've lost money in property deals. And what's the difference? But I've been lucky to make over $200,000 in the likes of these sort of schemes, which are here today, gone tomorrow. I was just lucky. I was in at the right time, and they collapsed.
Yeah.
But I was lucky to get out in profit, 200,000 plus in profit, and some people lost all their life savings.
Yeah.
So I can understand your brother. Yeah, he's going to report more on the negative than on the positive. I would have thought.
Yeah, but it won't change my views, Adrian.
My father's been like that all his life about me joining all these things, and they're all schemes and scams. But no, my father just actually gone and joined Viral Angels, can you believe it? And he's 72 years of age.
Right.
So that's a massive achievement for me, for him to actually join something.
Yeah. Well, I'm in a similar way. I've just got my father to invest in one of the other companies I work with as an investment, and I got him 12% return on 10 grand. But that's it took a year to do that because he's just so cautious. He always money's in ISAs and stuff that's doing rubbish. Mm-hmm. But now he's done this for the first time, just 10 grand to start the ball rolling. But I say it took a year to do it.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Anyway, John, what I would do with this business, just keep it simple and.
Yeah, keep it simple. I know you don't need to get involved with the questions I'm asking in terms of the backbones. And I mean, Gerwyn was saying, being blunt, he doesn't really worry about how VAR Angels are doing it as long as he's getting the return on his money. But I suppose when you are an ex, like in my case, IFA, if I do take this on to other IFAs, the questions will be asked. And they'll want more of a response to well, where does the money come in and where does the money go and how do they do this and how do they pay all the fees along down the 8 levels, etc., etc., etc. And,
well, that's the easy part. From this 20% is paid out, isn't it? From the €89 a month.
Yeah.
20% is paid out in commissions.
Yeah. And
the other 80% is put into the companies from the 89. Every €89 somebody pays.
Yeah.
20% of it goes up to your sponsors, and 80% of it goes into the companies.
And then the company uses that 80% to fund
to fund all these companies, yeah.
Fund the shares or fund the companies.
Well, yeah, fund the companies, yeah, because there's to fund all to give the money to the companies. The 80% goes out to Fantrack and Trig and Grey Knights.
Say they give $500,000 to a company that subsequently goes down the pan, and it's just been a bad decision or a decision they thought would work but didn't happen. And then they do a second one and a third one. It's the same situation. I agree that you might get 2 out of 10 that are successful. Is it a basis where 2 out of 10 will be certainly still more than worthwhile? But those that have paid the $500,000, do they get that money back or is that money lost?
Well, that's what I'm understanding. If of the 10 companies, even if 4, 5, or 6 of them go down the pan and the other 4 go through the roof, there's enough profit in those 4 to go through the roof to keep everyone in profit.
But the ones that they've lost the $500,000 or the 200,000 ago times 8.
Oh yeah, that money's gone then. Surely, yeah.
Right. So it's 1.6 million gone down the pan. Yeah.
That's like Dragon's Den. Or Manish is calling again. 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Just bring him in. Yeah, no worries, Manish. I tried to call you back, but you were on answer machine. Battery, I thought so. No, Gerwyn's gone now anyway, so me and John are just finishing off here, but we were just saying, what were we saying, John? Yeah, if anything, yes, that's like the Dragon's Den. If Dragon's Den puts money into one of those people that come into the den and it doesn't work out, the Dragons have lost their money, haven't they?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So
But out of the two that make it very comfortable and do make it a huge success, that more than makes up for the others, basically.
well, that's the plan. So hopefully, I'm saying hopefully, but these companies afloat. I'm looking at the long term, and you know what companies are like. Shares, when they float, there's massive potential, isn't it? Look at the likes of Utility Warehouse, I use as an example. That's a network marketing company, Utility Warehouse, and they floated at £1 a share.
Yeah.
I think you could buy them at 50 pence pre-IPO.
Yeah.
And now they're £16 a share.
Yeah.
So I'd be quite happy with 16 times my money in over a period of time.
Yeah, totally agree.
So if Viral Angels can find the likes of Utility Warehouse as a company, if they can find companies like that, and don't forget, Utility Warehouse is only UK based.
Yeah.
So you can imagine something that's worldwide based and something that's oil based or whatever based. That's what I'm looking at,
Yeah. Just tangent question. I have asked the question before. Remind me, it is okay in Dubai, isn't it, this Viral Angels?
Yeah, Dubai, I think is fine. Yeah.
Because the guy that I spoke to did get back to me yesterday, and I've got to speak to him on Friday. So I can advise him it is okay over there.
I haven't actually tried to join anyone up in. Let me see if I can just do a test here. Hold on. What does Dubai come under on
UAE?
UAE, that's right. Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm trying to join up as a customer. UAE. Oh yeah, United Arab Emirates. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, it's on the list.
It's on the list.
It's on the list when you click on join. Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
Can you see on my screen?
Yep.
It's there. So
good.
You soon know when you upload the passport and the utility bill, the KYC for the customer. If it gets rejected or not, That's one way of testing it, obviously. So
okay, that's good news.
But what I would do with this is I would just look for 3 or 4. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of negative IFAs out there, accountants out there, all kinds of financial people out there negative.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show you what basically? You must have read it as well, Adrian, because you must have had your prospects coming to you on this as well.
About what now?
About the Viral Angels. You must have had a little read of it as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen loads of stuff on. When you got cut off there, I'm not sure if you checked out that Behind MLM website, but there's loads of companies on there, even Amway's on there, and they've been going for God knows how many years.
I just show you basically what just today morning someone got in contact with me and just said have a look at this. All they did was on Google, they just take me off this Viral Angels.
Say again?
I can show you on the screen.
I've probably seen it. I've probably seen it, but
give them the link, Teli.
Yeah. Just
only it's just like Tony Norman.
Yeah.
And Viral Angels.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen this.
And I don't know where. And then he showed me what basically.
Where's it by, Where's it by, John?
Sorry?
Where's it by? Where is it?
I haven't seen it. Teli's saying he's seen it. Which one is it, Teli?
No, you just clicked the my site there. That's my site. That is. Yeah.
I'll show you what is. I don't know where it was. Tony Norman. Viral Angels. Did that scam? I'm not sure.
I know there's a write-up there on Behind MLM. See, that's the one side write-up. We all know about that one.
Well, this one was it had a whole list of information, Adrian, and it tells you about the history of how they started, what they've done, how much money they incorporated from the company.
Yeah, I know about Spinglow and Synchronized. That was years ago. Spinglow and Synchronized, two other companies, N-Wire. But you need to, honest to God, if you speak to Gerwyn about it, he'll explain it all. It's a load of BS, basically. They twisted everything, and it's not true. And I can write nonsense on Google. I can do a Google post about you if I want, and I could run you down and call you a scammer, and you won't be able to do nothing about it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you're right.
So and this person who's come to you about Vile Angel, what's he achieved? What's his background?
Well, no, he's one of my right-hand man, to be honest. So he's doing alright.
He's doing alright.
Yeah, he's doing alright. I wouldn't lie to you, to be honest, Adrian.
Is he a traditional business guy? He's not a networker as such, is he?
No, he's not doing that. He's more into business. Yeah.
Well, you get those people. If somebody's successful in their business or whatever they do in their own business, and they're a traditional businessman, they don't understand network marketing anyway, and the first thing they see is a scam as soon as you mention the word network marketing.
Yeah.
So you've got that barrier before you even start, no matter what company it is.
Yeah, true.
So
I agree totally. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Trig Media has floated. They've done the task. They've taken the company to the stock market. That's all been proven now. So.
Yeah.
And the second one, Athabasca, is on its way now. Any week now or any month now, I think.
Yeah.
So once that story comes out, and once the third story comes out, and the fourth business floats, there's going to be some real big stories. And once the real stories come out of people making money through this, it'll put all this negativity to rest. Then once and for all, I think.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this Vile Angels is a growing business. It's still. Every business, I'm assuming, goes through teething problems, even in the first 2 years.
Yeah.
Most of the businesses online haven't even lasted nowhere near 2 years. They've gone down the pan, most of the businesses, within 2 years.
Yeah. So you've probably been with network marketing for a few years, haven't you?
Well, property's been my main business, my own property portfolio. That's where I made all my wealth. But I've always dabbled online and looked at make money online opportunities. Yeah, I've seen a lot of schemes and scams come over the last, well, certainly since 2008, a load of them.
Yeah.
And I really believe that this is the easiest one I've come across to build as a business. I've got over 115 people in my group in the first 3 months of joining. I've never done that before in any business, in any network marketing business, because I've always found it difficult to recruit. The problem with network marketing is most people struggle to recruit and get leads. Yeah. Everybody fails at getting leads. So, but with Vile Angels, you can just save and become a saver and not have to worry about recruiting and still have the potential of getting good returns by just saving. So that's what I like about it. If I want to sit back and don't bother recruiting, I can still look forward to returns over the next 12 months.
Yeah.
But I find it easy because the people I hang around with, the property investors, I go to a lot of network meetings. There's accountants there, there's solicitors there, there's lawyers there, there's mortgage brokers there. I do generally find this quite easy myself to do, but a lot of people may not find it as easy as me, you know, an average sort of person in a day job as such.
Yeah, true.
But you know, it's only and what I like about this, we got the first mover advantage. We're in first. We're in early, you know, and it's like, look at the people who joined Utility Warehouse in 1996. I know a few of them now, and they're on 50 grand a month plus.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They stuck it out when most people quit.
Yeah.
And they got that's their earnings now, 50 grand a month plus. God knows how many shares they got as well in Utility Warehouse. They're probably worth more in shares than they are in anything.
Yeah, if the shares are at the moment.
Yeah, they've probably got hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds in shares, I would have thought. All these top reps in Utility Warehouse will be in since the start.
So I appreciate that. Cheers, Adrian. Thanks for going through everything with us. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. Is there anything else you want to go through on your job before we switch off?
No, I think I'm fine now, Adrian, but I do appreciate you going through. Thank you very much indeed.
I would just keep this simple and just save at least a platinum membership I'd go for, personally, at least €145 a month. And then just find, you can just find 3 or 4 key people with a financial head on them, and if they can get the grips with this, that's it. You'll have a massive team growing. You need 16 people front line eventually, 16 sign-ups personally. Yeah. But you can worry about that in the long term. But as of now, just try and find 4 key people who you can place front line. And if they go off and do their own checks on this company and see the potential, and then that is it. You'll be into 5 figures plus easily a month. And you'll get that a lot quicker than the people I would say, in the likes of Utility Warehouse, who's taken them 16 years to get up to there. Because it's been a slow process for a lot of those people. This is worldwide, and it's easier for us to sponsor worldwide than it is in the UK market.
Well, I'll have a word with that guy tomorrow and see how we go in Dubai.
I would what I do is I put people to the test and say, check this out, see if you can find any flaws, and let me know, give me your opinion on what you think, if there's potential in this, and let them get on with it, and let them do their checks on the company. Yeah. And see if they see potential in it, and it's good to get feedback off other people that see what they think.
Absolutely. I've just checked while we were talking that I've got the webinar details for 8 till 9 tonight, but not you said 9 till 10. I haven't got that one.
Are you getting emails off me?
Well, I've got the one that came through Tuesday.
I sent an email a few hours ago.
I haven't got one. I have no one today.
Let me just check if you're on my list. Hold on. You should be. You get an email updates off me in general, didn't you?
I believe I do. Just check that again. No, something again.
Check your spam box within the last 2 hours we've been speaking.
Yeah.
Find that I sent an email just before we spoke, just before we come on this call.
Did you?
Yeah, I get your emails regularly, Adrian.
Did you get an email about 2 hours ago, just before we started this call, to say about the webinar tonight at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, that you and Gerwyn are presenting the viral expense.
That's the one. You got that, did you?
I haven't got it.
Yeah.
Right, John didn't get that, so let me just check if John's... If you're on my list, everyone would have got that, but check your spam box first, John.
I just checked it now. It's not in my spam either.
That's very strange. Hold on, man. The other thing is, as well, what you want to do, just get a couple of people on a 3-way call with me and Gerwyn, or we have a 4-way call together like we do it now. Yeah. And that's quite, that works out quite positive sometimes. You can work out positive. Yeah. Yeah, yes, info@jbhibbs.com is already on my Viral Angels team list, so...
Okay. Do you want to send it again now? And I'll just see if I get it. Or can't you do that individually?
Send you a separate private email. I'll just send you a blank email, John, on through my Google Mail.
Yeah, it's fine, thank you.
And see if you get that one, but I really think that you've got some software on your computer which is blocking emails.
Yeah, I'll check it.
I just sent you another email, just a normal email, John.
Okay, I'll just check so it's come through. I haven't got it yet. Not yet.
Got that one?
No. Is it in your sent box?
info@jbhibbs.com.
Yeah, info@jbhibbs.com.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in my sent box, yeah.
Okay, well, I haven't got it. I don't get that.
You,
Teli? Teli there. Teli gone?
you got it?
No, he's not gone. Not arrived yet. I'll say Teli get someone to me. Let's just check on my phone.
I think you got some virus software blocking. Have you got virus software on your computer?
Maybe I'll have to check it. I don't understand that at all. I'm just checking my my phone, see if it's on there. Don't get that.
No, can you send me an email then, John?
Yeah, good question. Good thought. No.
Guys, I'm going to leave you now.
Okay then, Manish.
Thank you very much for taking your time out. I appreciate that.
Okay then.
I'll see you.
Okay. Cheers. Okay, try and get some people on the webinar. That's what you want to do tonight. Send them the same link and try and get them on the webinar, you know?
Yeah, sure.
That's the way. Okay, cheers. Ta-da, bye. Bye.
Right, I don't know what's going on here. Just good. Type. Let me know what your email is. Adrian Adrian.
Are you on Google, John?
I don't use Google. I don't use Google. No, Google Mail. Sorry.
Do a search and whatever you're using, like a search bar to search for my email.
I can't understand why it's not on the normal Outlook. So I'm just doing it again. Adrian. What is your email address? Adrian.
Adrian, as in my name, adrianhibbert@gmail.com.
I don't understand this. Adrian Hibbert.
At gmail.com. Adrian Hibbert at gmail.com.
There's no dot between Adrian and Hibbert, no?
No, nothing, no.
ADRIANHIBBERT@gmail.com.
Yeah.
I'll put down to test email. Test email. Sent. I just sent it. It's in my sent office. It's in my sent items, so you should receive that.
Hold on.
Unless my capacity is full.
You may be missing out on a lot of emails, that sounds like to me, John.
Say again?
Sounds like you've been missing out on a lot of emails.
Yes.
From myself and other people, probably. Well, I got that from you, no subject on, yeah.
Yeah. Well, send one back to me. Respond to that.
I'll send you a test one back.
Yeah. It could be that my box is full, so I better get checked out with this server.
Were you using again? What are they called?
1 and 1 I use. 1 and 1.
101.
Yeah.
Who are they?
In America.
It's a free account, is it?
Yeah. Well, yes, it is a free. I think it's a free account. Yes, it is a free account, but I have some of the domains with them as well.
Hmm.
Well, I haven't received anything, so I better give them a call.
You've got a big problem there. I've sent you 2 emails now in the last 2 minutes.
Okay. I'll give them a call now and check it out, Adrian. But they'll be there then. So
I'm sure you got some kind of spam thing or virus thing, which is.
Not letting it come through.
I've just sent you through a test one, and I've sent you through the link. Are you on Facebook right now?
I do use Facebook, yes.
If you get onto Facebook now, I'll send as a test.
I'll send it on Skype. Send it on Skype.
Skype is very slow for me. Hold on, it's a slow build-up Skype.
I've got you on there.
Yeah. Let me see if I can put you on Skype then. Yeah, Skype tonight. It's funny how people.
I like Skype. Why do you like Skype?
It's funny how people can get emails and some people can't, isn't it?
Yeah.
I use Skype on my Windows PC, and it's very slow. My Windows PC. I don't boot Skype up on my Apple Mac. We're sharing screen with you on Apple Mac, you know.
Okay. You can't. No, you can't text it to me, can you?
I'm gonna.
Be quicker,
No,
just
it's too long to text. I'm gonna send it to you on Facebook now.
send all on Facebook. Okay. Send it. You got. Oh, Teli's got, isn't he?
Teli's got the email. You can forward the email to you, yeah.
Yeah, ask Teli to forward it to me then.
All I would do is you send that email off to somebody, off to a few people, and see if you can get some people on tonight.
Yeah. We'll do.
That's the key. Getting people on these webinars, just get as a taster, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You on Facebook now?
I hadn't done, but I will do. I've hardly been using Facebook until of late. Right, where are we now? Pin now. Messenger. Notifications. Got into yours. New I can see your. So where would it be?
Click on messages, top right. In your
Messenger.
messages towards your top of your screen.
Okay. Can I get this on my Can I get this off my phone or not? No. I was doing it on my phone.
All right.
Let's try and download it. Don't worry, Adrian. I'll find it, or I'll get off Teli. I'll make this phone call to one-on-one and sort it.
Teli, me and you got the same problem. You're on Skype, I'm on Facebook, and I get the same challenges on Skype as you get on Facebook.
Yeah.
My wheel is turning on Skype because it's just I can't get into Skype. It's just a wheel. I got over 40,000 contacts on Skype.
Okay.
And it's just all on slow. Skype to me. It's just I got to upgrade my my RAM, my memory on my laptop for Skype.
Understand.
So I could put Skype on the computer I'm on now, but that'd take too long now.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll sort it, but I'll get it sorted for later.
All right, then. Try and catch that webinar 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Well, basically, two of them.
Okay, will do. But thank you again for your help, Adrian. Do appreciate it.
Okay, then. Thank you. Ta-ra.
Catch up soon. Bye.